Women secretly use this method all the time to test men they like, but most guys have no idea they're actually being played by the Volcano Method, and that's why they stay stuck in the game. Or worse, lose interest before getting anywhere serious with her. But you don't have to be one of them. It's all about building excitement, creating tension, and then releasing it just enough to keep you chasing. In this video, I'll reveal the subtle signs that she's using this tactic to keep you hooked when she really likes you, and how you can spot it before it's too late. 1. She shows sudden bursts of intensity. If she's showing you sudden bursts of intense interest, followed by periods of distance, this is a classic sign of the Volcano Method. One moment, she's all over you, texting constantly, laughing at everything you say, and being extremely engaged. But then, without warning, she pulls back, becomes distant, or even seems disinterested. This back-and-forth behavior is designed to create a sense of unpredictability that keeps you guessing and, more importantly, keeps you hooked. When she's in that intense mode, it can feel like you're the center of her world. She's fully engaged, making eye contact, laughing, and genuinely interested in what you have to say. But the next day, she might barely respond to your texts or seem cold. This hot and cold dynamic builds emotional tension and makes you crave those moments of intensity. The sudden shifts make her seem mysterious and hard to pin down, which can be incredibly enticing. It's all about keeping you on your toes, wondering when she's going to erupt with attention again. 2. She gives you short, teasing replies. One of the most effective tactics in the Volcano Method is keeping her responses short, teasing, and slightly cryptic. If she's sending you brief, playful replies that hint at something more but never fully deliver, she's likely trying to build tension and leave you wanting more. These kinds of texts make you curious. Maybe she'll drop a flirty line like, "You have no idea what I'm thinking right now," but won't elaborate, leaving you to wonder what she means. This type of communication is designed to keep you engaged without giving you too much. It's the classic keep them wanting more strategy, where every conversation feels like it's on the edge of something deeper or more exciting, but it never quite gets there. These teasing replies can feel frustrating, but they're also part of what keeps you coming back for more. She's building up the tension bit by bit, making each interaction feel like a small puzzle you want to solve. This creates an emotional chase, where you feel compelled to figure out what she's really thinking or where things are headed. 3. She makes you wait for responses. If she's making you wait for her responses, whether it's minutes, hours, or even days, this is a clear sign she's using the Volcano Method. She knows that by delaying her replies, she's keeping you on edge, constantly checking your phone and wondering what she's up to. This tactic is all about creating anticipation and making you feel like you have to work for her attention. For instance, you might send her a thoughtful or flirty message, and instead of getting a quick reply, she goes silent for hours. During that time, you're left wondering if she's lost interest, busy, or simply playing hard to get. When she finally does respond, it's often something playful or casual, as if she wasn't aware of the wait she just put you through. The goal here is to build anticipation. By making you wait, she's making you think about her more, increasing the emotional investment you have in the interaction. When she finally responds, it feels like a small reward, which only makes you want more of her attention. 4. She creates sexual tension, then cools off. Building up sexual tension only to quickly cool off is a hallmark of the Volcano Method. She'll flirt heavily, maybe even get physically close, and just when you think things are about to heat up, she pulls away or changes the subject. This push-pull dynamic can leave you feeling confused and craving more because she's constantly keeping you on the edge. Imagine you're spending time together and she's being flirty, touching your arm, leaning in close, and giving you those signals that suggest she's into you. But just when things seem like they're about to escalate, she pulls back, maybe even becoming distant or distracted. This isn't an accident. It's a deliberate way of creating an emotional roller coaster where the high points feel incredibly intense, but the lows leave you wanting more. The tension she builds is like a slow burn, and by cooling off, she's ensuring that you stay invested, always chasing that next moment of connection. If these dating tips are helping you, imagine what a personalized strategy session could do. Click the like button, drop us a comment, and don't forget to book your free strategy call to discover how to meet more women and date with assurance. The link is in the pinned comment. 5. She encourages you to chase her. Another key sign she's using the Volcano Method is if she's constantly encouraging you to chase her. She'll drop hints that she's interested, but she always leaves the next move up to you. This can look like her giving you subtle signals, like suggesting you should hang out, but never actually making the plans herself. Instead, she leaves it to you to do the chasing. For example, she might say something like, "We should do something fun this weekend," but she won't set a time or place. She's pushing you to take the initiative, keeping herself slightly out of reach. This keeps the power dynamic tilted in her favor, as you're the one doing the chasing while she remains mysterious and somewhat elusive. By keeping you in pursuit, she maintains control over the situation and ensures that you're always the one working to win her attention. This dynamic creates a sense of challenge, and many guys find it hard to resist. 6. Her body language is hot and cold in person. If her body language goes from warm and inviting to distant in the same interaction, you're likely dealing with the Volcano Method. She might lean in close, touch your arm, or even maintain strong eye contact one moment, only to suddenly pull back, cross her arms, or create physical distance the next. This back and forth is designed to keep you guessing and to build both emotional and physical tension. For example, during a conversation, she might playfully touch your shoulder or brush up against you, sending clear signals that she's interested. But just as quickly, she might step back or shift her body language to be more closed off. This unpredictable behavior makes you wonder what's going on in her head, and it keeps you invested because you're constantly trying to read her signals. The hot and cold body language is a powerful way to control the emotional dynamic in the interaction, making you feel both excited and uncertain. 7. She flirts heavily in private but acts distant in public. One of the most confusing aspects of the Volcano Method is when she's flirty and engaged in private but distant or cold in public. When you're alone, she might be giving you all the right signals: flirty texts, deep conversations, even physical affection. But when you're in a public setting, she suddenly acts distant or even aloof. This creates a sense of unpredictability that leaves you constantly wondering where you stand. For example, she might be sending you flirty texts all night, but when you see her the next day at a group event, she acts like you're just another person in the room. This duality is designed to keep you on your toes. When she's flirty in private, she's building a connection. But by acting distant in public, she's creating a sense of mystery and tension. It keeps you craving those private moments when she lets her guard down. This push-pull dynamic is a classic part of the Volcano Method, and it's all about keeping you hooked by constantly shifting the emotional tone. 8. She talks about future plans, then cancels. Another tactic of the Volcano Method is making plans with you, only to cancel or reschedule at the last minute. She might talk excitedly about hanging out or doing something fun, giving you the impression that she's really into spending time with you. But when the day comes, she either cancels or comes up with an excuse to delay. This keeps you hooked because you're always looking forward to that next opportunity to spend time together. For instance, she might suggest going out to dinner or meeting up for drinks, but then she suddenly remembers she has other plans or something comes up. It's frustrating, but it also leaves you hanging, wanting that time with her even more. By suggesting plans and then pulling away, she creates a sense of longing, making you think about her and anticipate the next time you'll actually get together. It's a way to build emotional investment without fully committing to the plans, ensuring that you stay interested and eager for that next opportunity. 9. She creates romantic scenarios, then withdraws. She might set the stage for a romantic moment, making you feel like something significant is about to happen, only to withdraw at the last minute. This can be incredibly frustrating, but also highly effective in making you want more. It's part of the Volcano Method's push-pull dynamic, building you up emotionally, then pulling away to keep you chasing. For example, you might be having a deep conversation, and she leans in close, giving you all the signals that she's about to kiss you or take things to the next level. But just as quickly, she pulls back, changes the subject, or moves away physically. This leaves you feeling like you were this close to a breakthrough, which only makes you crave that moment even more. It's about building up romantic tension, only to cool it off right when things are about to escalate. This back and forth keeps you emotionally invested because you're left wondering when or if that moment will actually happen. By withdrawing at key moments, she ensures that you're constantly chasing after the intimacy she's teasing, always hoping that the next time will be the real thing. This tactic makes her seem elusive and even more desirable because she's giving you just enough to keep you on the hook without fully delivering. It's a clever way of controlling the emotional pace of the relationship, keeping you engaged and constantly looking forward to the next romantic moment. 10. She encourages physical flirting, then stops abruptly. Physical flirting is one of the most direct ways to build attraction. But when she encourages it and then stops abruptly, you're likely seeing the Volcano Method in action. She might let things heat up. Maybe she touches your arm, leans in close, or even lets her hand rest on your knee. Just as the moment seems to be heading in a more intimate direction, she stops, pulls back, or changes the subject. This creates a powerful sense of unresolved tension that leaves you wanting more. For example, you could be sitting together, and she's letting the conversation get more playful and physical. Maybe she's lightly touching your hand or leaning into you, and it feels like things are about to escalate. But then, without warning, she pulls away, perhaps even standing up or redirecting the conversation to something light and casual. This sudden shift can feel confusing, but it's designed to make you want that physical connection even more. She's giving you a taste of what could be, only to stop just short of fully delivering, leaving you craving more physical closeness. By doing this, she's controlling the pace of the interaction, ensuring that you're the one chasing after that next moment of intimacy. The Volcano Method is all about creating intense emotional and physical highs, followed by sudden withdrawals that leave you wanting more. So now that you know how to spot it, what's next for you? Discover the signs she's claiming you and warning other women to back off, or learn what she will do when she wants you sexually. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.